Alright, so welcome to this video right here where I'm gonna explain how important it is that you're using your reverb how you should. In the beginning, what I was doing in the past, I tend to add a reverb to my channel. It sounded lush, beautiful with a long decay time, and that's it. Boom, I have a reverb on my sound. But that's not a good idea to do that in that way, because when you have these long decay times with a long reverb tail, it's basically just another sound you add on top of the mix, basically. So what will happen is it will clutter your mix and it will give you some sort of a muddy mix if you don't take care of your reverb. So there are some few workarounds on that to take care of the reverb, and we can do that first of all with a compressor. We can sidechain it, so every time the kick is hitting, then we want it to duck, so we're actually making room for the kick. And you can do that to other sounds as well. The most important thing is to just let the signal duck whenever the sound you're sidechaining it to will make room for that. So I'm gonna show you in a very specific example on how we can do that. And please like the video if you like it so far, and let's just get straight to the point. I am working on a track right here, and I have these bongo drums, basically completely dry, and I want to add some reverb. But instead of just adding the reverb down here like this in the mix, then what I'm gonna do is add the reverb to a reverb bus. Because when we send it to a reverb bus, then we can start to remove some of these frequencies that we don't want in that. Let's say we want to remove some of the lows with this. I'm just gonna add this a lot here. Okay, so now you want to remove, let's say, some of the lower frequencies here. Then you're actually removing some of the lower frequencies on the dry signals as well. So that is exactly why we're doing it on a bus. So let me just demonstrate that for you. So in Ableton here, we can just hit tab to go to these right here, and I have my Blackhole reverb right here on the bus here. So let's just find the sound. This is the sound we're working with, bongos. I just simply turn this to 50% maybe. So let me just explain you this in this way. We're gonna add an EQ first of all. I'm gonna add a compressor, and then I'm just gonna put this in this order here. I'm gonna explain you. So right now I have my compressor. Now I wanna sidechain my reverb here. So what I'm gonna do is take this, hit sidechain, and then I want the audio from my kick, and I'm just gonna put the threshold a bit down, the ratio a bit up, and now what we have is this. We just need some more. So now you can hear the signal is ducking every time the kick is hitting. Okay? So that's exactly what we want. I want to A/B this 1 second so you can hear the difference one more time. Without. That's exactly what we want to do. Let's just hear that in the mix right now. So if we haven't, so if we don't have that actually, the ducking on the reverb, then we have this. if you tend to add a lot of them on top of each other in the mix, then it will create a muddy mix actually. So let's continue with the reverb here. So I'm just gonna solo this so we can only hear this now. So let's go back in here. So on the return bus, we have the Blackhole here with the sidechain. So now what we're gonna do is another important step in this process, is basically to remove some of these frequencies that we don't necessarily hear in the reverb itself. And that will be the lower frequencies below 150, 100 hertz maybe. So let's try it out. First of all, I'm just gonna add a span. I really like this analyzer here. Spandex. Cool. So with this, we can see the reverb. So now we have information here from 100 hertz up to 3,000-4,000. Anyway, let's start carving out these frequencies. You see, now we're only affecting the reverb itself. And with this workaround, you just want to make sure that you are making sure that the sound, the dry signal is popping more out in the mix, you know, so it's not blurred out, it's not smoothened up by reverb. I mean, reverbs is quite important also on the chain itself for more sound design stuff with, let's say, more shorter decay times, where you're using the reverb for smoothing up or making like a chamber sound effect or something like that. But this is a completely other difference. A completely other example on this. So let's see what we can do with this. Let's say you want the reverb to sound a bit more clear, okay? So you can actually just boost the high frequencies a little bit here for more clarity. If you want it more opposite, you can just put it down. Okay, I think you get the idea here, but anyway, that's how I would work with reverbs in here. And so far, make sure you like the video and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Let's go on with this. So let's just hear it in the mix right now. Alright, so now to just sum up what we talked about in this video is, first of all, send your reverb to a reverb bus so you can easily carve out the lower frequencies or some of the higher frequencies on the reverb itself without affecting the dry signal. And remember to sidechain your reverb every time the hit kicks, for example, so you make room for the kick so you can have a much more clear mix in the end. It's really important. And we also talked about how we can make a little bit more clarity to the reverb itself by EQing it on the reverb bus. And that's basically it for today's video. I hope you like this. If you do, like the video, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll probably catch you guys in the next ones. Have a good one.